right, and come on in. Thank you for being here on the Hill once again, where tonight we are patiently waiting potentially for some good news here. A deal between Israel and Hamas potentially to free dozens of hostages in Gaza. It could be announced at any moment now.
Closer than we've been. We believe we're getting closer, but I will not have any updates for you. I am not going to be able to confirm the details.
That from John Kirby, a spokesperson for the National Security Council earlier today. Hello to you all. Thank you for being here. Look, obviously everybody wants to see all of these hostages back. It seems like President Biden has been, and the White House has been in the middle of this. If we get a deal here, Ashley Ford, you give him credit, the president?
I give him credit, but I also wouldn't hold my breath because Hamas doesn't negotiate in good faith, and Hamas doesn't value life, whether it's Palestinian life or Israeli life. That's the sad fact of it. And what happens if this exchange does go through? When's the fighting going to begin again? Because it's going to begin again because Israel has to eradicate Hamas, and Hamas is saying death to Israel.
I give him credit. I think he's done a really good job with the standing up for Israel. However, he is putting this and wearing this around his neck. So if it continues to get bad, he will get blamed for it. And I mean, you guys can speak about what's happening inside the Democrat Party.
Wearing what around his neck? Specifically the hostages or the war? Or...
The war. I mean, the war in general, I think.
I agree with that. I think that at this point, you have in President Biden someone who he knows that the stakes are really high. He knows that this isn't only a PR, not only a war, but it's a PR fight on his side as well as on Bibi Netanyahu's, because his popularity ratings aren't that high in Israel either. But he also knows that he has long been known, at least in the Democratic Party and more so outside of it as well, as someone who is strategic in foreign policy. So if there is a blunder, especially when he's come out so loudly and strongly in support of Israel and believes that this could naturally go in his favor, a lot of the electoral cycle in 2024 depends on this going very well. So I think that there's a little bit of a, on his side, this has to go well because there's so much riding on it.
Yeah, and this is the most probably defining moment of his presidency will be how he resolves this conflict. And it's also going to test the case of their foreign policy in the U.S.-Israel relationship, because his argument is, or at least internally, is we've got to come out strong in favor of Israel's right to defend itself. And because of that, we have the support and the belief of the Israeli people that we have their best interests in mind. And it creates this ability for us to negotiate and to ask them to pull back the fighting to get in and rescue some of these, hostages, but also like some of the folks that are fleeing the crisis. So this is critical. This is this moment, I think he's going to look back and be the defining moment of his presidency.
I agree, but do you think, and I'm just thinking back to Bush days too, but do you think people are going to vote for him because of how he handles Israel or how he handles the border and economy and crime?
It's going to be border and economy.
It's going to be border and economy. The White House wants to make it Israel. But I will say the longer this goes on, the worse off it's going to be for Joe Biden and Democrats because of the fracture of the Democratic Party.
It depends on if there is another quagmire right before the election. Again, we recognize that this is a huge issue. However, of course, Americans, as well as anybody in any country, they feel for their domestic policy issues a lot more. So the migrant crisis is something that a lot of cities and a lot of people are looking at because it affects their city specifically. But I do think that if there was, if this negotiation, if this deal goes bad, or if there are more attacks and we see more students who are protesting, more young people who are up in arms, you're going to see a shift in the way that President Biden handles this, because I think that he is being very specific about how he talks about young people.
I got to get out to the Middle East, but real quick, because I know you want to.
Her point, she's exactly right. Okay. I agree with her in the sense that this doesn't have the ability to win Democrats' votes. The concern of the Democratic Party is that it will cost us votes with young voters.
Yeah, well, that's the
disinformation and don't have a right.
Well, thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.